Good morning, students. We have already done the expansion of determinants. That is how to expand a determinant and find its value. Now I am going to explain you the properties of determinants. Now look at property number 1 given on NCERT book, page number 109. So property number 1 states that the value of the determinant remains unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. Now I am giving you example. For example, this is a determinant. Now if we expand it, you know the how to expand the determinant. It is expanded along row R1. Then we will get the value of determinant 1 equals to 1. Now property number 1 states that if we interchanged either its rows and columns, then its value remain same, unchanged. Now you can see that generally we have done in matrices, that is called transpose of matrix, but here it is denoted as R1 will be interchanged to C1, R2 will be interchanged to C2, and R3 will be interchanged to C3. Now you can see the given determinant, first column was 101. Now after interchanging, first row is 101. Similarly for C2 and C3 also. Now if we again expand after applying the property, you can see its value is again 1. So this is property number 1, that we can interchange rows and columns of a determinant. Now come to property number 2, which will be on page 110. It states that if any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then sign of determinant changes. Now again, this is example. Now what is property? Property number 2 is that any two rows or any two columns. So without changing, its value is 1. After applying the property, it means R1 and R2, that is row 1 and row 2 interchanged. Now you can see row 1 and row 2 interchanged. Again, if we expand it, then you can see its value is -1, which satisfies the property number 2. Before applying the property, its value was 1 plus 1, and after applying the property, its value is -1. So sign is changed. Then come to property number 3, which is on page 112. It states that if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, identical means all corresponding elements are same, then value of determinant is 0. Now again, the example is, you can see here row 1 and row 3 are identical. The elements of row 1 are 3, 2, 3. And again, elements of row 3 are 3, 2, 3. It means R1 and R3 are identical. Now, if we expand it, then we will get the value 0. So if any two rows or any two columns are identical, then we need not to expand the determinant. We will just state that R1 and R3 are identical, therefore its value is 0. Now property number 4, which is again on page number 112. Property number 4 is, if each element of a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant, then its value gets multiplied by that constant. So this is the example. The value of given determinant is 1. Now, if row 1, first row is multiplied by 3, all the elements of row 1. Row 2, elements of row 2 and row 3 are same. Only elements of row 1 are multiplied by 3. Now again we are expanding it, and you can see that its value is 3. Before applying the property, its value was 1. But after applying the property, its value is 3. So, property number 4 verified. Now, related to this property, there are two remarks on page number 113, which states that we can take out any common factor from any one row or any one column of a determinant. Any one row or any one column. And second remark is, if corresponding elements of any two rows or columns of a determinant are proportional, then its value is 0. So there are two cases. When the elements are identical, then its value is 0, and when the elements of any two rows or columns are proportional, again its value is 0. Now come to property number 5, which is on page number 113. It states that if some or all elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as sum of two or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of two or more determinants. For example, this is determinant. You can see first row is x plus a, x plus b, x plus c. Row 2 and row 3, there are single elements. Now we can express this determinant like this. Sum can be differentiate between two determinants. So this is property number 5. So these are 5 main properties to solve exercise 4.2 of NCERT book, textbook. Now with the help of these properties, I am going to explain you first question of exercise 4.2. Now first question is, using the property of determinants and without expanding, prove that this determinant, given determinant, equals to 0. This is question number 1 of exercise 4.2, without expanding it. Now you can see, after applying property number 5, third column is in the form of addition, sum of two elements. So we can break it up into two determinants. Now after applying property number 5, you can see the first determinant. In the first determinant, C1 and C3 are identical. Column 1 XYZ, column 3 XYZ. Both are identical. So its value is 0. Again, in the second one, second column and third column, A, B, C, A, B, C. C2 and C3 are identical. So again, its value is 0. So without expanding, the value of this determinant is 0. Now again come to second question. Again we have to, using the property of determinants and without expanding it, we have to prove that this determinant is equals to 0. So here you can see, in place of column 1, C1 plus C2 plus C3. So we will get the first column, all the elements 0. C2 and C3 remain same because we are applying the property only in column number 1. So in place of C1, we are applying C1 plus C2 plus C3. And this is again a property that if all the elements of a row or column are 0, then its value is 0. So all the elements of C1 are 0, therefore its value is 0. So similarly, you have to do question number 3, 4 and 5. Now come to question number 7, which is of 4 marks question. Question number 6 to question number 14 of NCERT, these are 4 marks questions. Now question is, by using properties of determinants, show that this determinant is equals to 4a square b square c square. So you can see, taking a common from row 1, b common from row 2 and c common from row 3. Now again you can see a is common in C1, b common in C2, c common in C3. So ABC first, when we have taken from all the 3 rows, again ABC when we have taken common from all the 3 columns. So it will be a square, b square, c square, and determinant changes to -1, 1, 1. Then second row 1, -1, 1. Third row 1, 1, -1. Now what we have to do, we have to bring out 2 zeros in any one column or any one row, at least 2 zeros. So we have applied in place of R1, R1 plus R2. So you can see a square, b square, c square as it is. In place of R1, R1 plus R2. Now, after applying the property, if we will expand it, expanding along R1. So a square, b square, c square will remain same, and after expanding it, we are getting 4. So at the end, answer is 4a square, b square, c square, which we have to prove. So by this method, you can solve question number 8 to question number 14 of exercise 4.2. Hope you enjoy watching this video. Thank you.